I think Mummy Youth Project and the training that it delivers is actually quite vital to the industry as a whole. There's a real deficit in terms of being able to find new talent, especially diverse talent, and this is a real gateway and a stepping stone for broadcasters, indies and super indies to be able to connect with people that we so desperately need to connect to.
If it wasn't for the project, then I probably wouldn't have been where I am probably now.
When I got my first professional job, it felt really good.
After the project, I got work experience with Blue Peter at the BBC. That was initially only for like 2 weeks, and I was there for 8 months. It's the fact that I worked on the Mummy Youth Project, and they probably saw that as one of my experiences because I could list so many skills.
It felt really good, the fact that just 5-6 weeks ago, I came in not knowing exactly what to do as a sound recordist, and 5 weeks later, I could actually apply for professional work and actually got a professional job.
I didn't think I'd ever get into the industry to get a full-time paid job, and when I was offered the job, I rang up my mum and I told my family, and I was the happiest guy in the world basically.
Once I stepped into my company, I could relate a lot of stuff which has been happening similar to what I've been working in Mummy Youth. Take it punctuality, take it the teamwork.
Mummy Youth definitely gave me the motivation. It made me believe that I could go out there and do whatever I want to do. And now, like, I'm an artist relations manager at Warner Music. I never imagined when I finished university that I'd even be able to be here, be in this job. That was a dream to me.
Linda stuck out as someone who was different. She was, she was prepared to work, she was keen, she was interested, she knew her subject.
When I first went for my job interview here at Warner Music, and I sat in my interview and they asked me, what have you done, what's your experience? I spoke about What's Up and Mummy Youth Project for like probably 75% of my interview. I just explained everything that I'd done, and I think that played a massive factor in why I was even given the job.
Mummy Youth definitely gave working practice and how it should be in the kind of real life, workplace.
We were really lucky, I think, with our first contact in terms of sort of someone coming through the scheme was Rebecca Lewis. Our first real impression was incredibly strong because Rebecca was someone that has a natural talent and aptitude and showed a real enthusiasm genuine enthusiasm for working in the industry.
From working at Endemol, then went on to the BBC and worked in a few different departments, got to do a few more live shows like Children in Need and Sport Relief, and went on to work as a training coordinator in BBC Academy, coordinating different training to production staff right across the BBC.
Sometimes a lot of people who have been on some kind of like youth training programs might have been using old kit or had trainers who weren't really connected with the industry, whereas with Rebecca, it seemed like she had quite a lot of input when she was there and was able to kind of develop some creative initiative and some real tangible skills that were put to good use when she joined us as well.
One job that we had 9 candidates in total, 4 of them from Mummy Youth, and it was the only 3 people that went through for second interview were Mummy Youth, and one of them got the job and she's starting next week.
I must stress, it's not that we're being nice, but actually for our vacancies that are available, the candidates that have gone through the Mummy Youth training scheme are actually the best candidates for the job.
Lorraine, along with a couple of other candidates that were sent through Mummy Youth's organisation, went through the interview process. I had fantastic feedback in terms of, again, how they conducted themselves within the interview process. Some of the questions that they asked were above and beyond some questions that are generally asked as well. With everybody that came through the organisation, Lorraine specifically, because she ended up getting the job, she was an excellent ambassador for what Mummy Youth stands for.
The most specific commitment that Endemol has made for Mummy Youth is a promise, and it is a genuine promise, that anybody that you pick the phone up to us and say, I've got someone you should meet, we will meet, and we will do our utmost to give them an appropriate opportunity.